Time equals money. That's a deal in any job. But what if you could tip the scales? What if you could earn more without clocking in those extra hours? That's where the magic of high income skills come into play. It's not about just working harder, it's about making each hour of your work more valuable. I'm Ilan, a professional with over 20 years of global experience, lucky enough to live a life where I have room for both my professional and personal growth. I'll cover 8 skills in this video, 4 of that anyone could learn starting today. This channel is about one thing and one thing only, helping you find more value from your time, and we'll cover a wide range of topics on this channel, so subscribe and welcome to the family. Number 1, software development slash AI. I kind of put them in the same bucket. I know some of you developers might not be very happy with it, but let's just agree to disagree and then treat this as one. I hear you. Some of you are saying, yes, I'm already one. I am a software developer or a software engineer of, yes, I hear you. You're saying I'm already one. You're in the world of software engineering. But you do know now that coding isn't enough. Anyone can write codes with ChatGPT, and I mean that anyone. I could get my dad to write code with ChatGPT. So hang around, you software developers, engineers, you need this video more than the others. If you have no idea about coding, you're lucky. There has never been a time in human history or since the 1970s where the gap between a software engineer and somebody who knows nothing about software, that gap has been the narrowest since the inception of computers. Why is this a high income skill? Well, being software literate is like learning how to use the computer if you compare this to the early 2000s. Regardless of your profession, you will increase the value of your time when you know how to work with this. Remember, there was many different industries in the mid 20th century. There was healthcare, hospitality, and so on. Now every industry is a tech industry that specializes in something. Airbnb is a tech company that specializes in home rentals. Amazon is a tech company that, well, actually it is also a tech company outside of the popular Amazon that you know. It's essentially a tech company that connects buyers and sellers. Regardless of the job you do today, understanding how software works, understanding how AI works is going to be critical for you to future-proof your job. This is like my dad learning how to use computers. It was new to him, but it was a technology that he needed to learn. And it will be the case for our generation and the ones after. You need AI just like how my parents needed computer. I would rather say smartphones. And if you are in the world of software engineering, you need to up your game. Remember, the gap between you and the software illiterates, that's kind of reduced and in a way closer to zero now. So the supply and demand towards that balance is tilting towards experts and not just people who are just aware of how to do software engineering. I also want to talk about data engineering a little more. Data is not the new oil. That was so early 2000s. Now I would rather say oil was the old data. The salary ranges in software engineering is mind-boggling. The beginners get $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. I'm talking about US, and remember, the salaries could vary widely based on so many factors: the location, the type of the role, what skills you need for that, what company that is, etc. I mean, there's no one bucket that says this is what engineers make. The range could be anywhere between $40,000 and in excess of $100,000. I'm only talking about beginning mid-level positions. Senior positions would make much more than this number. Number 2, search engine optimizations. Number 2, search engine optimization. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Crazy, right? I mean, why would I need to know about it? What the heck is even that? Isn't that only for marketing people? Nope, it's for everybody. Or only for the ones who want to pick up a skill that actually makes money. And if you are aware of what SEO is, this is the art and science of getting discovered on the internet. This is what companies pay billions for. So remember, in the 1950s, the world was just analog, right? If you want to be discovered by people, you had to be on radio, television, print. In the current age, you need to be discoverable on internet. So whatever you want people to know about you or your product, you need to get it out to them. That is what SEO is in short. Let me give you some interesting numbers. The commerce today is around 8.2 trillion. That's what Statista says. And 15 to 20% of global economy is based on the internet. Remember guys, that is a trillions of dollars, and that's one with a lot of zeros. That is actually just money getting spent online, and SEO is in a way a secret key to unlock part of that. And companies are willing to pay top dollars if you know exactly how to get that. SEO is about understanding the pulse of the internet. It's like being a digital psychologist. With tools like ChatGPT, anyone can generate keyword-rich content, but how do they ensure that it ranks, engages, converts? And that's where you come in. Whether you're a blogger or a digital marketer or even a business owner, mastering SEO can put you ahead of the competition. And heck, if you care about nothing, remember your LinkedIn profile is also a discoverable content. So if you're looking for a new job, you need to think about SEO. How discoverable is your profile? Well, how much do SEO jobs pay? Again, hard to say in a certain number, but the range could be anywhere between 50, 60, 70, $80,000, depending on the job, seniority, etc., to in excess of $150,000. 3. Project management. This might sound like a lot of spreadsheets and deadlines, but it's more than that. It's about getting things done. It's about orchestrating success in a world where, well, change is the only constant. Well, you might think, I'm organized, isn't that enough? Not quite. In today's age, there are a lot of tools to help you get organized, a lot of project management tools like Asana, Trello, etc. The real game changer is your ability to lead, adapt, and deliver under pressure. And if you're new to project management, you're entering at a time where methodologies like Agile and Lean are transforming this landscape. Whether you are in tech, construction, or any field, mastering project management means you're not just part of the team, you're actually leading it to the victory line and you're taking it beyond. And that kind of leadership is well compensated. And regardless of what your current role is in any industry, pivoting into a project management role is quite possible. The specific path from where you are to a project manager depends on multiple factors, but it is possible, and I have seen many people do it over my career. How much does it pay? Anywhere between $70,000, $80,000 to in excess of $175,000. Remember, it's a key role for most companies, so depending on how much the company is willing to invest, your salary ranges could be wildly different. But this is a great role if you are a person who is willing to be organized, take responsibilities, and get things done. Another skill that is a standout and it's almost a must for every role, I would say, is content creation. You create content whether you like it or not. You might think it's an email, you might think this is just an update on a document, but it's actually a content. And content creation was the realm of the big media companies not too long ago, but with the rise of internet and social media, this industry has been democratized. And content creation is a skill that can help anyone increase their value for time. I mean, there are multiple ways this skill can pay, including lucrative side hustles. If you are writing, video editing, etc. You could go into affiliate marketing, and you could create your own products, and you could do all of that without having to stop your main job. And I have first-hand experience of doing this. Well, I'm doing this video, and I run a blog on the side. And just last year alone, in the last 12-13 months, just from a single brand, I've made over $3,000. This is a time I may have wasted on social media, but I took it instant to create my own content on the internet, plus the SEO skills I talked about earlier, and that has turned my wasted time into money and eventually something that I can carry into the future. And for those already in the game, it's time to level up. You know how difficult it is as a content creator, and you also know how easy it is to be a content creator at the same time. So content creation has never been this easy in terms of just ability to create, but it's also never been as difficult when it comes to competition. So when you combine your other skills like SEO skills and project management skills, because you also have to manage yourself, this is one of those skills that will pay you active income, passive income, and everything in between. How much can you make? Sky is the limit. There are people who make a few $100 every month, and there are people who make a few million every month. This might be a good time for me to say, I produce a lot of content that might help you, expand into this world. So subscribe, and you will get more videos like this later. The next one on the list is financial skills. Remember, this video is about how to get more money out of your time. So if you don't understand money, it's probably not going to be as effective. So is finance skills only for accountants and finance professionals? Nope. Think bigger. It's for all of us. It's for anybody who wants to make money. You might be in marketing or operations or running your own startup. There is probably not as many tools that can help you make great decisions as much as understanding how money works in your context. Knowing the financial implications of your choices sets you apart, and if you're already in finance, the bar is higher. Your ability to work with data gets deeper and deeper for two reasons. One, there are more tools available today, and unfortunately, there's a lot more data that comes with this. So your ability to interpret, digest a large volume of data into turning that into insights and financial decisions is going to be key. And these are typically some of the highest paid roles in the industries, I mean across industries. For example, banking, which is essentially around this skill, pays insanely huge salaries. Just going by public available data on salary.com, it's anywhere between 90 to 190,000. And I'm still talking only about junior to mid levels. The senior levels make mind-boggling money. I don't want to blow your mind. Do the research yourself. The next skill, building a personal brand. You think this is only for marketers and other fancy people on the internet? Nope, it's for everybody. Your personal brand is your story, your expertise, and your reputation all rolled into one. It's what sets you apart from a crowded marketplace. You could be an architect, a software developer, or a chef. A strong personal brand opens doors to opportunities that might otherwise remain shut. It's not just having an online presence. I'm not talking about just having a cool LinkedIn profile. It's about being known for your unique value and thought leadership in your field. And if you're thinking, I'm not a brand, think again. You might want to run away from it, but you are a brand and you can control what kind of brand you are. I'm not talking about, speaking engagements or book deals or anything like this. It's about what people have as a first thought when you're mentioned. And remember, this skill of building a personal brand is something that increases your value multifold with time. Branding is the reason why most people buy Apple products regardless of whatever they produce most times. So branding does a lot more to you than you realize. Next skill, leadership skills. You might say, I'm not a CEO, or you could say, I'm just fresh out of college. Do I really need leadership skills? Either I have a lot of it, or do I even need it now? Absolutely. Leadership isn't a title, it's a mindset. It's about influencing, inspiring, driving change, whether you're leading a team or just starting your career. And in a world that's constantly evolving, the ability to lead other people and sometimes robots through uncertainty, that is priceless. If you're already in a leadership role, it's time to elevate your game. The gap between good leaders, great leaders, that gap has widened more than ever before. The demand for visionary leaders who can navigate complexity and foster innovation has never been higher. And companies are willing to pay premium for leaders who not only can manage but also inspire and transform. How much do leadership roles pay? I don't want to blow your mind, so I'm going to stick to the starting to mid-range levels. It's about 80 to 170,000 US dollars per year. There's a lot of money, but many roles pay a lot more than this. Next on the list is negotiation and communication skills. I bundle them into one, but I know they are different. Remember, this video is still about making more money for your time, and nothing is more powerful than being able to negotiate skillfully. It could be about getting a new job and you want to negotiate for a higher salary, or it could be about your current job and you want to pitch for an increment, or you could talk to your bank and you want a better deal on your home loan, or you are on the call with your credit card company and trying to get a better price on your credit card or a different deal. Remember, all of these are negotiations, and being skillful at negotiation will directly pay you in money if you know where to use it. You might think, well, I'm not a salesperson. Do I really need to be good at it? Well, if you ever buy anything in life, you need to be good at it because you're paying for it. And remember, you can always pay a little lesser and get a little more if you're good at negotiation. And you always use it at work as well. Maybe you don't think about it. You're either pitching an idea or resolving a conflict or setting project expectations. All of these are negotiation skills. Negotiation is essentially about understanding and connecting with people, driving consensus and getting results. Hopefully the results you like. How much can negotiation skills pay? Sky's the limit. As I mentioned, there will be more videos where I will go in depth about each of these skills and how you can develop them, some resources that you can try. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You will get a lot more content. I cannot wrap up this video without mentioning a wonderful tool that you could start trying today for free Blinkist, it's a book summary app. You can learn about a book by just listening to a 15-minute summary, and you could go through books, dozens and dozens of them every month. There's a link in the description where you can try it for free. See you in another video. Keep learning, keep growing.